What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? In this video, I want to do a little quick comparison for you guys of a couple of weapons, that one being a new one and two being a older one that's been used a lot in the PvE community. Those two weapons being the Eremite and the Cartesian Coordinate. Now, these two fusion rifles are two different frame fusion rifles, but they're both solar and they both pack a heavy punch, if I'm being honest. Now, most of you like to use Cartesian in damage phases for swaps and things like that, and rotations, especially on your Warlocks. You know, the way we used to do damage with Warlocks with Starfire. I'm still trying out Starfire now. If you want to see information about how Starfire is working this season, go watch my last video. But in this one, me and my buddy Cree decided that we were going to go ahead and make a comparison of the two because he has a decent rolled Cartesian. I no longer have Cartesian because I somehow got rid of it out of my vault. I don't know why. I had a god roll. Whatever, we make mistakes. But I did get the pattern for the Eremite fusion rifle very early on in last week in the season. So I went ahead and crafted what I think in the community is kind of looking at as a god roll. But we'll go ahead and get into those really quick. Now, the footage I'm going to be showing you here in the background is just me and Cree doing some damage testing with these two fusion rifles versus each other. He's using the Cartesian Coordinate with his rolls being led from Golden Vorpal. And then I am using the Eremite crafted with Envious Assassin and Controlled Burst. To take advantage of the enhanced Envious Assassin that I'm using on my Eremite, I'm also rallying to the flag with triple solar reserves on. So instead of only getting 14 in the magazine after getting kills prior to using Eremite, I'm getting 21 in the magazine. So I'm able to empty out a lot more and fill the mag a lot more with Envious Assassin and the solar reserves. Out of all the damage tests you're going to be seeing here in the video, in the first test that we did, it was just raw damage with only a well buff, no surges, nothing like that, no debuff. And as you can see, the Eremite ended up doing more damage than Cartesian in a full magazine of reserves. So if you're doing a very long damage phase, the two versus each other with these specific perks, Eremite's going to be doing more damage. Now with surges, it's the same thing. Obviously, we're both just buffing our own weapons with solar surges. Eremite still came out on top. We tested it multiple times and did about 50 to 100k more. And then in the final damage test you're going to see in this video, we decided to simulate kind of a short damage phase, like a burst phase, because most bosses in the game right now don't allow you to even finish them completely. It's just majority dungeon bosses you can do one phases, but a lot of the bosses are quick burst damage or health gated damage, like Shiro Chi, for example. She has multiple health gated phases that you can't get through until you get to the next section and do the prerequisites. So we decided, let's just shoot about half of our magazine, which for both of us was about 10 or 11 shots, and see what the difference is. Now in the clip, I have 3 solar surges on. Cree forgot his solar surges. So we did the math, and I still did about 100k more in a short burst of damage than he did. So in the long run, I believe Eremite to be the better one for heavy hitting damage, but Cartesian still has its place as a weapon amongst the community. If you do like the video and you don't have a Cartesian, go check out the Eremite, get the pattern, craft it. You'll thank yourself for doing it. If you like the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and I'll keep them coming.